This is a poem from my Occupy Humanity poetry collection. Not sure if you can see it, there might be a glare. The mother and her child met after school. They each took a bus and walked a few blocks. They were so excited to see each other at the start. They had many errands to accomplish by walking much and carrying groceries, and new pants for the boy since the weather had changed, and another big storm was coming their way in the next day or two. The mother wanted to be sure her son would be dressed warmly and properly. She looked so tired, her demeanor droopy, her complexion extreme pallor, the way you look after you've had major surgery and are still recovering. They were out for what seemed like days to them, but in reality it was maybe 3 or 4 hours. When they were through with the errands, the bus driver missed their stop, and they had to walk some more to catch yet another bus. As soon as they settled in the bus, it seemed like it was time to get off and walk the last stretch home. The son went upstairs to put the groceries away. The mother, who had been holding an envelope, brought it to her landlord. It contained a small check for 3 months' rent. Not hardly enough, but a major effort, a letter confirming their previous conversations about her intent to not get evicted, and somehow, through what now seemed to her to be magic, although she didn't tell him, to come up with the rest of the rent, and catch up with her health, seek employment, and settle the divorce that seemed to all but drain her, and slowly was doing her in. The landlord said he noticed she had no longer had a car. That must make things really hard now, alluding to her being sick. She tried to muster a smile. She thanked him for not putting them out on the street, and promised she would catch up with the rent, and added, for believing in me. He grabbed the envelope and said, "I'll take a look at this." He never said he wouldn't evict them, though. She felt sick inside and went upstairs and tried not to cry. The highlight of her day was when her and her son had first met up and saw the beautiful red trees, just like the trees that used to line their street when they owned a house. It seemed so long ago, yet it really wasn't that long ago. Things can change in a heartbeat. She snapped a photo of the red trees, sent a copy to herself and her son's email to remind them of the joy that still exists even in the toughest times, and sat down and wrote this poem. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.